The content of this radio show is to provide information and entertainment purposes only and should not be considered advice or a recommendation. Thing or Two About Life, Total, is an adult podcast and recommended for mature audiences only. No content from the radio show can be used without the permission of Thing or Two About Life, Total. Thank you.
I am so into me, but I can learn a thing or two from you. I can weather the storm all by myself, but I'm so glad I got a total crew.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? We are back. Welcome back into A Thing or Two About Life. It's the Total Podcast. I am Mario, and I am with my crew, my peeps, my fam, my regular everyday co-host. We took a little break, but we're back. So, with that being said, we just gonna jump right into it. Even though, let's just be honest, I don't know what we talking about tonight, but it should be something good. We're going to give everybody a chance to introduce themselves and kind of tell us what's been going on since we last talked to them. We're going to start with you, Leon. How you doing, bro?
Hey, how everybody doing?
Always stuck with that damn Leon.
Mr. Make It Do What It Do is in
Mr. Make It Do What It Do.
Mr. Sipping on something every once in a while. Mr.
Can't stay on his feet. I can't stay on my feet.
Mr. Weeble, but don't fall too often.
Mr. Missing in action.
Mr. MIA every once in a while. But hey, I'm here. I'm here tonight.
He is here tonight. All right. We're going to give them a chance to introduce themselves. All right, y'all. Go ahead.
Them who?
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Y'all
Them do got a name.
Yeah. Ooh. Okay, we're gonna say the M&Ms. Come on, M&Ms.
Mario motherfucker.
Madeline. Marlena. All right, coming to the microphone is Marlena and Miss Madeline. There they go.
Hi, y'all. How y'all doing? Girls, I got something to tell y'all later. But how y'all doing out there? Hope y'all enjoyed the show. I'm going to let Marlene come on and say something. Hey, y'all. How's everybody? I hope that we don't even know what we're going to talk about this evening for sure. But we're going to give you a miraculous show, whatever we come up with. So stay with us, stay tuned. Don't forget to hit us up on our social media avenues that Andrea's gonna tell us about in a little bit. So hang in there. Hang in there. Meow, meow.
All right, that is appropriate because when you say in a little bit, you mean like right now. Welcome to the microphone. Our producer extraordinaire, the beautiful Andrea. Talk to him.
Good evening, everybody. I hope that everybody enjoyed the show tonight. As they said, Mario, Marlena, and Madeline, of course. We really don't have a topic for tonight. So guess what? If there is anything that you out there that you want us to talk about, you need some advice on, just hit us up. That's at atotalview22@gmail.com. No, totalview22@gmail.com. One day I'm gonna get that right. And also,
Oh man.
oh God, I'm gonna get it right one day. But Marlena and Madeline also said, you can always check us out on YouTube, Instagram, Spotify. We are out there. Come join the Facebook page. Most definitely.
All right. Thank you for that, our lovely producer. Then we also had a lovely Mama D coming in. She's got, had a pretty interesting weekend. So Mama D, talk to him and tell him what's going on.
Suki now, welcome. We're glad that we're back and You're here. Some of the Rugrats are here, but everybody's not here, but that's okay. We're gonna keep it moving. I had an interesting weekend. I attended a 50th class reunion. I attended mine last month, but the one that I attended over the weekend were people that I went to elementary and junior high school together, and I also went to with them in the 10th grade. But then in the 11th grade, we had to be bused because of integration. And I learned some interesting things I didn't know about them. We got our letters in July of that year that we were going to have to be bused and we would not be going to the high school that we were going to in the 10th grade. That it still is a historically Black school. My mother, my grandmother, my uncle, and my auntie all went to that school. And so there was a legacy in our family and most Black families in our area. And so I was quite upset that I wasn't going to be able to graduate from that school. I found out over the weekend that when the other kids who were still going to that school found out that we weren't going to be there with them, they had a walkout on the first day of school. They came in and um, put their names on the roll in the homeroom, but when it was time for them to go to the next class, they walked out until lunch, and then they came back, being in solidarity and unity because we got bused. And nobody ever told us about it. It was never on the news or any of that. It was quiet. But back in the day when we were in junior high school, even if you didn't hang out with that person, we all knew one another and we were all friends. So it was quite a pleasure that there were a lot of people that I have not seen since junior high school because I moved away, and everybody basically looks the same and they all welcomed me, even though I didn't come in as a classmate. I came in as a guest, but they treated me like I was a classmate, and I love them for that.
Nice.
That sounds pretty good. You mean to tell me all this time and nobody knew that these people kind of, rolled for y'all, had y'all back? I mean, it
They
probably would have
kept
made
it
you look at a
quiet.
lot of things different.
Yeah, they kept it quiet because when they first initiated this integration thing, they did have a a citywide walkout of the junior high and high schools because they were talking about moving that particular school into a white area, and then the junior high school that I was going to, they were going to move that in the white area, which meant there would be no secondary schools in the Black areas at all. And not only did the students walk out, but the parents took off from work and they walked along with the students, and so they rescinded that. That, of course, that was in the news. But when it came to the kids at Booker T walking out on the first day, nobody ever said anything about it. So when I have my class meeting for my school next month, I'll have to share that story with them because none of us knew it. None of us knew it. That was the first time I had heard of it.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, it's good that you got a chance to come in and experience that one and this current one too. So, you know, got a chance to re-hook up with some people that you probably haven't seen in a long, long time.
Yep. And I've got some of them said they will be joining the total group. So we'll see.
Okay.
All right. All right. We will
The
see.
more the merrier.
The more the merrier. All right. Y'all know that this is Thing or Two About Life, the Total Podcast. And we try our best to tell you guys some things or two about life. And one of the thing or two about life is you don't always have your best moments. There are some moments there can be downright embarrassing or you're just not at your best. And we would like for Marlena/Madeline to share one of those moments where it was a thing or two about life, but it wasn't one of the greatest things or two about life. Take it over, Marlena.
She ain't talking, I'm talking.
Okay, take it over, Madeline.
Marlene lost her skirt in the parking lot.
Details.
It completely fell off of her and hit the ground, and she was just standing up straight with her drawers on.
Did she have a slip on?
Don't you say nothing.
Mm.
She had on some black panties.
Oh my.
No slip.
Mm. You know what they say about women who wear black panties?
What they
No, what do
say,
they say?
Leon?
No, what do they say about women with black panties?
They
What
say
they say?
women black panties looking to do some strange for a little change.
So y'all just gonna sit here and talk about me?
I'm just
Brother,
saying.
you and your
No,
bikes.
I'm thinking about getting
you and
online tonight and buy me some black panties. What are you talking about?
you and your bikes to trend, Leon.
I'm just elaborating on what she said.
Okay.
But
Are we
That's
allowed to
okay.
ask questions about this story, or
Don't ask Madeline.
Oh, okay. My
Yes,
bad.
no?
you can
I
ask.
won't ask Madeline nothing else.
You can ask me some questions.
You just stood there in shock, or you went down immediately? I mean, what's set the scene, the mood?
Well, what happened was my my sister and I was coming home from church, and we decided to stop and do an errand. um, go to the grocery store and to the Dollar Tree to pick up a birthday cards for my grandson, whose birthday is next month. Well, everything
Had a
was. I mean,
witness to
everything was.
this?
Excuse me.
You had a witness to this?
My sister was with me. Every, everything, everything was fine. Then we get to the Dollar Tree. I get out of the car. I'm crossing the parking lot, and my skirt falls down to the ground. And I was shocked, but it was funny to me. I wasn't embarrassed or anything. I just picked it up, pulled it back up, and me and my sister just kept. She said, "Girl, lost everything." but
Wow.
but I have lost a considerable amount of weight, and this is a skirt that I bought, and it was too small, and I was never able to wear the skirt. But then, downsizing, um, I almost let it get too big without realizing. And so I said, well, before it gets really too big, I'm going to wear it to church on Sunday, because it was one of the things that I had tried my best the whole time I was in Maryland. I was trying to get in this skirt and was never able to get in it because I wasn't able to lose enough weight to get in it. And finally, when I do, the damn thing falls off. But I said, I hope, I pulled it, my sister was killing her. Well, we both were laughing, but she was killing herself. She said, lost all that weight, now you can't even keep your damn clothes on.
Ain't that the whole purpose for losing all the weight?
Well, no, it's Leon.
What? It ain't? Oh. Well, damn it, I'm doing the wrong thing then.
So you lose weight to take your clothes off?
Yes.
No, hey, he didn't let you finish getting that sentence out. Good gracious.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Wow.
Well, Leon, there has never been any shame in my game, no matter what size I am.
Mine either.
Yeah, I thought you said that for a joke. But anyway, I was saying, I hope ain't no TikTokers out there.
Oh, you were hoping there wasn't no stray cameras, then you ended up somewhere on somebody's video.
You know what?
What she
And
better
it
be
comes
glad
across, and it
is,
comes across your, and then it comes across your news feed. Oh
uh-uh.
wow.
See, what she better be glad is wasn't none of the deacons and the pastors there in the parking lot, because they've been trying to rob the collection plate.
Oh my
Well,
goodness,
you know
boy.
what? There- I think pretty much everybody was either in the store or in their cars because I didn't see anybody just standing out. But if they were in their cars, I can't tell you who was there. So it could have been some people from the church.
Mhm.
Wow.
But
Well,
I don't, you know,
see, that's why we always got to have Madeline there so she can give firsthand
you know
accounts
what?
reports of what really happened.
She knows she need to go somewhere and sit down.
Oh.
With that being said, and I know we probably asked this question before, but I'm gonna start with you, Miss Dinetta. Now that you've, you know what I'm saying, got older, what do you consider one of the most absolutely parts that suck the most about getting older? Or you, man, let's say it
You
don't suck.
go.
Maybe it's not,
Excuse me.
maybe just not,
You
you're
were
not a fan of it.
going in and out. I didn't hear everything that you said.
Now that you gotten older, what is one of the parts of being older that you absolutely despise, that you just don't like as you get older?
I'm not able to do things that I used to. Um, because of the illness that I have right now, I've been restricted to drive. I don't like being dependent on people to take me places. I'm accustomed to if I need to go to the store, I can drive myself to the store and come on back home. At this point in the game, I can't do that. Um, I can't go out. And I love to dance, and I really felt old over the weekend when we had the dance, and I couldn't get out there and dance like I wanted to. Now I did a mean chair dance, but as far as getting out on the dance floor, I wasn't able to do that. Um,
Don't underestimate a mean chair dance.
I did, hey, I found out that I wasn't the only one who could do a mean chair dance as well. So I was in good company. Um, I'm not going to say there are a lot of negatives. There are a lot of positives of being older. I feel like I'm more wiser. I'm not the in the moment type person anymore. I think about any moves that I make. Um, that's basically the only thing that is negative to me. And my sickness, I can't just. Yeah, I would get a cold and I could just, ward it off quickly. And I can't do that anymore. Usually, if I get a cold, I have to make sure it doesn't turn into the flu or pneumonia because I know I'll be down for a while. But that's really basically the only negative. I can't have my independency like I want to because there's always somebody constantly asking, "What is it that you need? What is it that you want?" And I like doing things on my own. I mean, I've just recently submitted to the fact that I need to have some help around with me in the house to help me finish doing my housework. I mean, I can do it, but it takes me a while. And with me having this AFib, I'm out of breath all the time. It don't take much. I have to do a little bit and sit down, and you can't get nothing done that way. So um, now I'll be having someone to come in the house, and I'm a very private person when it comes to my inner space. But somebody's gonna have to come and help me do some things around the house.
Okay. I got you. I got you. I mean, yeah, that sucked when you probably used to being an independent person for the majority of your life. Okay, Marlena, what about you? As you get older, what's some not so good things about it?
Basically the same as Dinetta. You know, you start having physical issues, um, aches and pains, you know, flexibility, you know. And as she
Okay.
said, you're not as free spirited as you used to be, you know, uh as adults and especially seniors. You learn to uh think things through a little bit more seriously than you did when you were when you were younger and really vibrant and getting up and going and doing what you want to without a moment's stop, you know. So just shit, getting old, period.
I know that's right.
Getting old,
um,
period.
I mean, Andrea, what about you? What part sucks about getting older?
Well, with me, I guess it would be the driving. And when I say the driving, meaning that I don't take, everybody knows I don't take planes or anything like that. I drive everywhere I go. I try to get wherever I'm going within a day. I don't care how long the drive is. I'm going to get up at 2 o'clock in the morning and be wherever it is, wherever it is that I'm going by the end of the day. But now, as getting older, just the drive from Texas to Chicago, that's what 17 hours. Oh my God! In the middle of that,
Oh,
sickness starts setting in. So with me, the long drive now, I am gonna have to start like breaking them up if I want to continue to make those long trips like that, or either fly or whatever. But that's my thing about getting old right now, not being able to drive the way that I
hmm.
like
All right. All right. Well, since we had Mitch just joining us, what's up, bro?
Same old, man. Same old, same old.
Okay. Well,
I
we're gonna
mean,
throw you right into
Been
the fire.
good though. How we
What's
doing,
one
baby?
part of getting older you
What
don't
sucks
like,
about me
Mitch?
getting older?
Yep.
What I don't like about getting older, it just seems like dating is different.
it
It
too.
seems like the younger the woman, the sillier they are. And the older the woman, it seems like the more set in their ways that they are.
Mm,
You know?
that's a good
Yeah,
point.
yeah. But outside of that, I don't have a problem body wise because I can still do everything that I used to could do, and I don't have a problem with any of that. Every now and again I get an ache or a pain, but outside of that, I'm fine. But I think
Okay.
that's my only hang up with getting older.
Okay. We'll come back to something you just said because I want to find out what's your
Yes,
sweet spot. We'll come back to something you said, but so that's a good talking point about
Hmm.
the younger and the older. We'll come back to that. Let's give Leon a chance
I
to
knew
Yeah.
you weren't
tell
gonna
us.
let that slide.
Let's
oh,
give Leon a chance.
if he wasn't gonna go back and get it, I was.
Hey,
So
I
go
don't
ahead.
blame you because that's a good topic. That's
It
a
is a
very good
good
topic.
topic. Yep.
Very good.
All right, bro, Leon. What about you? What kind of sucks with getting older for you?
Well, for me, it's it's the bumps and the bruises that I done picked up over the years. Because back in my younger days, I had a lot of bumps and bruises, and it really didn't matter too much. I just suck it up and
Dealt
keep
with
going.
it. Right.
But
Mm,
nowadays, my bumps and bruises, I might be down for a couple of days and sore behind it and can't move this and can't move that, and they don't heal up like I don't heal up like I used to, as
yeah.
quick as I used to, rather.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I mean that goes for all of us. But If I had to say one thing that I really just can't stand as I get older, is just, the patience and the tolerance for ignorance as you get older.
Boy, say that shit again.
You,
Definitely, definitely. I agree
when
with
people
that.
try, like fuck shit towards you, you be saying, "Are you that disrespectful? You think I'm that dumb that you even came to me with this? You didn't think this through at all before you brought this to me." And sometimes when people try you like that, you be saying, "I don't know, you must feel some type of way about me to even come to me with this." So, and then people get mad at you because, what I'm saying, you be short with them because you said this shit was stupid before you brought it to me. Now you mad at me because
Exactly.
you
Exactly.
know, other than that, a lot of other stuff is just run of the mill stuff that come with getting older. But let's double back to what Mitch just said. So, Mitch, you
Yeah.
said younger women are a certain way, then older women are stuck in their ways. And what you say about younger women?
What I'm saying about younger women do silly ass shit. And they expect you to deal with them because they're young and fertile and they titties still in shape and they think that coochie gonna get them everything. And an older woman is not that way, but she's set in her ways and she wants what she wants when she wants it and will get upset with you if you don't do what she wants when she wants you to do.
Okay, so let me ask you this. What do you consider young? I'm trying to find your sweet spot here. What do you consider young and what do you consider old?
Well, I'm not gonna say a woman's old, but I'm gonna say a woman that's at least 10 years younger than me is a young woman.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna say 20 years younger because it seems like for some damn reason, I keep getting these little 30-year-olds hitting on me, and that doesn't work for me. And I've figured that out. That does not work for me. I
Okay.
Because
cannot
they see
So
deal
you as
with.
a sugar daddy.
I don't give a damn what they see me as, Miss
I'm just, I'm just
Dada.
saying. I'm not saying that
I
you
get
were.
that.
I'm just saying that's what they're looking at you as.
I get that, but it's that conversation. It's that initial conversation that throws everything off with me. It's that
okay,
initial conversation.
so
Go
we
ahead.
got the 20 years younger to you is considered young. At what
Uh
age
huh.
do you consider them starting to be stuck in their way? Not necessarily old, but at what age do you consider them to start to be stuck in their ways?
My age.
So around 55-ish or something
Around
like that?
50, around 50,
Okay.
around 50, a woman starts getting stuck in her ways. But I'm not going to sit back and say that it's just women because men do too.
No, they do. They
Yeah,
do. So I was trying to
yeah,
split
we
the
stuck in
difference
our
to see where your
ways.
sweet spot is at. So you say 20
My
years.
sweet spot, yeah, yeah.
So 20 years
40,
younger
30
than
and
40
you
year
50.
is
old,
okay.
yeah,
His
Go
sweet
ahead. Go
a
ahead. I'm
spot is
sorry.
between 30 and 50.
woman, yeah. Go ahead, go ahead.
No, I was just trying to, but Marlena said I was trying to see because you say around 50 they start to be set in their ways. 20 years younger than
Yeah,
you is they want every damn thing.
boy,
So
don't want to
your
work
sweet
for it
spot,
either.
is between what
I'd
35
say
and
about
50?
now. I don't want no 35-year-old either. I want at least 40, 45 and up. I just don't have time for it. It's just too ignorant.
Okay.
I don't have nothing in common with a 35-year-old woman. Nothing. Only thing we got in common is fucking. That's all we got in common. We ain't got nothing else in common. Let's just put it out there. So any of you helpers out there that think I'm cute or whatever, keep stepping. If you ain't at least 35, 40 years old, keep the fuck stepping. I said it.
Okay, you just said you didn't have.
That's
Oh,
what
you
I was
said
about
okay
to say
between
too.
35 and okay. All right.
Okay. Anybody got anything they want to chime in on this? What Mitch just said. So Andrea, you're getting up around what Mitch say they'll start to be stuck in your ways. Are you starting to develop a callus around your heart to become stuck in your ways?
I don't think so. I don't think so because I'm open to a lot of different things, but I mean, that even with that, that still works both ways. You have men that are in the same age range and older who are stuck in their ways, and not only that, you have men who are 50 plus years old that are silly as hell.
Yep,
You
you're
do.
right.
You do.
It's
You're
You
silly
right.
do.
as hell. And it's like a flip side to that for women because the younger the man, the mature he acts. The older the man, the fucked up he acts. But I mean, I don't know. Men are just crazy.
I
I'll
believe
just
you,
say
and
that.
I agree with you on that. I agree with you. I do.
Marlena, do you
Just
believe
like I
that?
mean,
I was just saying,
like
ask her about the younger thing you were just saying about the younger they are, the more mature they act, and the older they are, the more crazy they act. Do you agree with that, Marlena?
No. I I will say that I do know some younger men who are as mature as older men. Um, but I don't find that to be a majority of younger men. Um, however, as Andrea said, there's a whole lot of older men who are down on the immature level, immature level of a younger man. And and I do find and I'm saying it just because I am a woman, that men are more stuck in their ways over 50 than women are. Men are way more stuck in their ways than women.
Okay. Miss Donetta, give you a chance to chime in, then we're gonna go to Bro Leon.
Probably did.
Um,
Wait,
Mitch, can you mute your
Mute.
Hold on for a second. I'm in my garage putting something in the refrigerator. Just give me a second.
um
uh,
well, I've met, because I've dated guys younger and I've dated guys older, and there's some stupid ones on both sides of the spectrum there. Um, I've met some very immature older men, and it's like, okay, you're not 20 years old. You can't do the things that 20-year-olds do anymore. You might think you can, but you can't. And I'm not just talking sexually. I'm talking about just daily life decisions and stuff.
yeah,
And
yeah,
I've met
okay.
some younger guys, nobody in the 20s, people that are in their 40s. And I'm speaking of guys that are in their 40s, who are very mature and make good decisions in life. They got it going, they got their own place. They got a career, or they've been in the military and they're retired or whatever. Some of them are stuck in their ways, and that's for sure. But you have to find your own little sweet spot.
You ain't lying.
To me, age doesn't really matter. It's the quality of the person and the substance of the person that matters to me.
Okay. I got some later on about substance and let you hear about, what you think about a woman with substance. Bro, Lee Jack, what
Wait,
do you
wait,
think?
wait, 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 wait. Say that again. Wait, say that again.
We'll get to it later. We'll get to it later. You'll fully
No, repeat
understand.
yourself. Repeat yourself.
No,
You
I
know,
was
we
Okay.
like
saying when she was saying about the substance, I'm gonna play a clip of a woman who is completely devoid of substance, and I'll let y'all,
Okay. Okay. Okay.
talk
I didn't hear
talk
that
about it.
part. You were coming in and out. I'm sorry. Okay.
So
Sorry, Leon.
Leon,
I'm sorry.
no, go ahead, Leon. What do you think about the stuck in the ways, the young, from personal experience and from where you at now? How you see all this?
Um, from back in the day, the younger women, they had more of an idea or plan of what they wanted or was looking for in life, and older women, they were more of, hey, I'm here, I'm established. If you want to get on my level, then step your game up and get on my level, and don't be about no foolishness. Now, I think it's it's changed, but I wouldn't say it's changed for the age group. It's changed for is the culture and the way women present themselves nowadays. Like the younger women, they have evolved into this I'm the baddest bitch type era. Beyond that, I'm I'm more of a player in the game than the one to be played in the game. So they're kind of more boisterous, and I won't say that they're more focused on an end game or end goal. They just out here more like, hey, the guy's been doing this all this time. Let me get in the game and try for myself and see if I like it, and let it go from there. But they still trying to figure that part of the game out. The older women, I mean, they're still in the realm of, hey, I know my worth, I know what I want, I know who I am, and I'm not gonna be playing this second fiddle to nobody. I'm not gonna be playing um, this kids game, this teenage game. If you coming at me, come correct and be on some grown folk shit. Be on some, I'm established in life. I done did all this, I done did all that. Now I want to move on to the next level in life. I want to have something. I want to be something. I want to be something with somebody. I want to move on and establish some things together, and not establish some things because of me type deal. That's what they're on nowadays. So I mean, yeah, women, yeah, like I say, it's not for as a ignorant shit type deal. It's more of I'm on some different man type shit for the younger women. And the older women are more like, yeah, y'all can play that game y'all want to, but come at me correct or don't come at all. So, I mean, here's what it is. You just got to know what you're looking for and what you want.
Okay. All right. Well, real quick, I want to play something that goes right into what you said about the balls, bitch, and think them all that and what they feel they into and deserve and all of this type of stuff.
I thought you had a man though.
I do, and I'm single until I'm married. Unless you bring in something more than my man can bring me.
What you mean by that?
Everything is negotiable.
So basically, he pay all your bills, he do everything.
It's all about working smarter, not harder.
I mean, he sounds like a pretty good guy then.
I know he is. It's a shame.
What you mean?
That's the law. I didn't make the rules. I need to make sure I have a monthly allowance. Like,
what?
Yes, what you thought?
A monthly allowance?
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to discuss that first and foremost, and then we're going to break down the other requirements.
What's the other requirements you talking about?
It's going to be paying for my tuition. It's going to be startup costs associated with my business.
I got to do all those things?
Yes, absolutely, and more. I just got started.
But why you can't pay your own bill?
I would when I don't have to. Like, I have the power. Like, the cards are in my hands.
That's what you really think, huh?
That's what I know. That's why my bills are paid.
I like to travel. What you like to do?
I love to travel.
You do?
Yes. So where are we going to Dubai?
I think you could travel and get the fuck out my car.
Oh!
Sound like me.
But you see the overwhelming how not all women and I'm not even saying women in y'all general, but you see how the younger women think. Like she said, she got all the cards. She feel that this is what she say the conversation has to start with the monthly allowance you're gonna give me.
Yeah,
Start with that. So I just want to get some thoughts from y'all on that.
She
Oh,
crazy.
Get a job. That's my
That's
thought.
not
Get a
realistic.
job.
And it's not realistic and it's not fair. And uh, I don't know who she's gonna get all that from. But
But keep in mind, she already got a man doing this. She's in the car with him. She's talking about the man who's already doing all this shit for her. She's
I
saying that
mean,
Then that's who
he's in
she
there
need to stay
as a
with.
backup.
right.
Right.
See,
If you're,
that's
you
what
already got,
that's what she say.
Well, that's
and
true.
and
That's what
if
she said.
and if you already got somebody that's providing all those things for you, might as well just stay with that person and let him or her continue to provide those things for you. If that's what you're
Because
out there and that's what you're about. I mean, why switch it up? Why go out here seeking somebody else to pay for these things as well? Get up off your lazy ass and get a job.
She
You know
said
how
she
that
didn't make the
go.
rules of the game. She said she feels sorry for him. Because remember, the guy said, he seems like a pretty good guy. What the fuck you doing out here with me? He seems like a pretty good guy. But she said she didn't make the rules of the game. This is just the way it go.
she try to build up or get some more because the guy that she was talking about obviously didn't seen the light and like, hey, look, bitch, you is not worth all this money being spending on you. Well, I can keep this money myself and do something else. And he about ready to kick up to the curb. All her
what
allowance is bills.
what y'all don't really understanding is that's just her talking. She ain't got nobody. Because if she was, she wouldn't be working that hard trying to get somebody else to do that.
Mhm.
But if you want
She
somebody,
ain't
is
got
that
nobody.
how you come at them from the first time you jump in my car telling me what I'm gonna pay, where we starting at? And is that how you do it?
That's how she do it.
That's how a lot of
That's
these
not
youngsters do.
right.
I don't know
Wow.
where they got this change of lifestyle, a change of attitude from. Like I said, is these listening to all these gangster rapper wannabe chicks that's talking about that they got this and they got that and they telling the man what to do and this and that and he paying this. The shit that they talking about in the damn songs and videos is not the real shit that's happening in their life. It ain't.
Right.
I hate to say it, but it ain't.
I agree, but for her to just say that this is what needs to happen for you to pay, you got to pay my tuition, you got to pay my startup cost to be starting the bill, and first and foremost, give me a monthly allowance on top of everything. And then she said she hold all the cards. I wonder what cards are those? That's what I want to know. Can somebody explain to me what cards she thinks she has? Because she can't be talking about pussy, is she?
That's what she talking
That's
about.
what she's talking about. That's what she's talking about.
She gonna use it.
Her little,
She'll use
her
it as
little
a
cooch,
hostage. Yes, yes.
her little cooch and her little head. That's what's exactly what she's talking
Mm-hmm.
about.
That's
Those
exactly
are
Now
what
the
it
she's
ain't
cards
talking
that
about.
it ain't about
those are
shit.
the cards that she's dealing with. She only had it. She only got two, and possibly three, depending on what type of girl is. If what type of girl she is. She got three cards and she using them all up.
But she ain't got no face card. She a freaking loser.
I mean, because I know there are men out there who still,
Yeah.
jump through flaming hoops for coochie. But I would like to think once you, well, you know what? Let me not even say. We're gonna say once you reach a certain age, but now people do shit for coochie until they hit the grave. So, but at a
Right.
certain point, you done. I mean, you done got all the coochie you could get. It got to be other shit attached to that shit for me. It just can't be coochie.
Yeah, you're right. At a certain age, you should be thinking about more of the lines is not how much coochie I can get, but what is the quality of coochie that I want to keep.
Yep. Yep.
And
And if my lifestyle
But
changes, that this girl still gonna be this. I'm sorry, this woman still gonna be in the trenches with me. I don't want nobody gone when the money gone, or gone when
right.
the good
but
times gone.
but the today's and especially older men does not think like that.
Mm-mm.
They strictly want are after
I'm
the
in it for
sex.
the good
That's
time.
it. Right.
looking for the good time and how many good times they can get, as long as they
And
got a little cash on them.
we have, just like women have been scarred by men, men have been scarred by women. Women tend to let go of those things, some of us, and do have that percentage of men who let go of that. But you will find more men, I would say, that actually hold on to that versus women. And the reason why I say that is because just me talking to a guy a couple of days ago, whatever the conversation was, it came, he ran a test on me, which he should have never done. And he said he did that because he has been hurt, has been scarred by other women. But you can't judge me based off of other women. And that's where men and women fail people when they take their old baggage into new friendships, relationships, marriages, whatever be.
That's true. What's your thoughts on this, Mama D?
It's you. You say you can't judge someone from your past experiences. As it's easier said than done, but a lot of times that's what happens.
Yeah.
You would hope that as you get older, you grow from those mistakes. That's not always true. Because other things get in the way. They can't see past the sex. If the sex is good, then you're supposed to when you know better, you're supposed to do better. And it's just not a saying. It should be something that's practiced, but it's not. When you get into a relationship with someone, there are several aspects that you need to be thinking about. Are you connected intellectually? Are you connected spiritually? And are you connected physically? And if that connectiveness lacks in any of those, then you need to take a step back and evaluate what's going on.
You know what you just said right there about are you connected physically, spiritually, and mentally? And we've talked about this like a couple times on the show, the questions you should be asking people, like when you want things you want to know. But real talk, right? 100%. I'm asking everybody right here, right now. Do you really Andrea, you just say you recently met somebody. Did you take them through the paces and ask them questions we said you want to know about people? Do you really do that in real time, real practical dating? Or this is just stuff we say what we want, but we never really do?
I don't do it all in one conversation because people tend to get tired of talking about relationship things all at once. So what I do is, like for today, whatever we're talking about today, I might just bring those questions into the conversation, but not all at once. If that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because that's what I'm asking. I'm like, when we be saying we need to ask these people these questions, are we sitting down at a dinner somewhere and go, take a deep breath and just start firing? How do you recall that? Because a lot of the stuff we say we want to know, it's a lot of shit. That's a lot of things to be getting out the way day one.
But that's involved in a lot of conversations, not just one.
Okay. All right. So that's what I want to say, because it seems unrealistic, because sometimes you want to let things see if it's natural for and see if you catch a vibe. But sometimes you can't wait for the vibe, depending on who the person is. Because sometimes when you meet people, it's like pulling teeth to get them to talk. You know what I mean? It's like,
What?
God
Yeah.
damn, they boring. You know, or they them one word answer. How was your day? Good. What'd you eat? Nothing. You sure you're okay? Yes.
Yep.
You know, them type of
Yep.
people where you be like, you know what, shit, I'll call you later.
Those are I think that those are people who have to fill you out first before they just open up to you. And some of those people, they turn out to be some of the nicest and sweetest people that you could ever be around, and they also can be definitely themselves too.
But when you be like that, do you find that maybe they some of them people don't hang around long enough for you to find out that they some of the nicest people? Because if you give me that dry conversation, how many of those we gonna have before I be like, I ain't calling her no more?
But me either.
We ain't gonna have a one.
That's what I'm saying. How many times you get before let's talk like real people. So Mitch, what do you feel about it? You didn't get a chance to really talk about the girl who was doing all that. You know, what's your thoughts on that overall?
My thoughts overall on the woman who thought that I was supposed to do everything
Yeah.
and she didn't have to do nothing. Well, I had a situation similar to that, whereas I had made a joke about having what you call a little stipend, for dating or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Remember we had a conversation about that once?
Yeah.
We was talking about that.
Yes.
I had a situation where I had somebody to go overboard on that, and it ended up costing me overall about 15 grand. All because I'm sitting here trying and not listening to that voice in the inside of my head telling me stop this shit. Mm-mm. And it's almost like addicted because we sitting here thinking to ourselves, hey, it's straight, when it's not. And believe it or not, more times than none, this happens to a lot of older guys with these little young women because we want to still feel like we young and shit. Fuck that shit. We ain't. Let that bullshit go. Because I'm not
Yes.
gonna sit back and pay nobody's tuition. I'm not fucking paying for nobody's children's tuition. I'm not buying no school clothes. I'm not putting no fucking gas in your car. If you ain't my girl. I'm not paying no car notes. I'm not doing none of that bullshit. If you and me are living together and you my girl, that's one thing. But if you over here and I'm over here, that's something totally different. I'm not doing that shit. And I'm sorry, but I'm stuck in my ways. I'm just gonna tell the truth. I can't stand a lot of you funky cockholes. I can't. All y'all can kiss my ass. How about that? But being for real, y'all, being for real though, and not joking, man, older guys, men in general, we need to get a grip on ourselves because these women will do anything that you will allow them to do. They will take control of you, and you'll end up doing stupid stuff, wishing you never done this mess. And that's just on the real.
Yeah.
That's just being serious. You got to pay attention to what's going on around you. Because if you don't, you end up in a situation where you've lost a lot and regretting it. And that's just being real.
And you know what, Mitch? I agree
Yeah.
with you on that. But guess what?
It's still my fault. It's still the man's fault because he allowed it.
That's what you was. That's what I don't even work no more.
Okay,
That's
that's
what you was. You was a good ass sucker up.
Exactly. I was. But you know what? It's one thing to know you're a good ass sucker duck, but it's another thing to keep going with it.
Yep. Yep.
I'm
And
Because
sorry.
like that lady,
you can
and like
fool
she
somebody
said in
one
that
time, you can't
thing,
keep doing it.
that's the price of doing business these days. I mean,
Yeah.
you'll say that, oh, that's that one particular chick right here, but it seemed like you said, anybody that's 20 years younger than you, everybody you run into, if not on that level, is some version or form of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not all of
Yeah.
them is high end like that, but it's some version of it.
Yeah. You're
Well,
right.
think about I was looking at something on social media over the weekend. Young man struggling. Well, not really struggling. He's working hard. He said he's been working 12-hour days and bought his girl a house. And it looked like it was in type of a redevelopment type stage where they had tree lined streets and pretty decent looking houses. He had bought a corner house, and yes, it was a duplex, but he bought the whole duplex. So he
Mm-hmm.
said the other side, when her family comes to visit, they would have
They
somewhere to
got
stay. They
someplace,
wouldn't stay in
right?
a motel. She said, "Well, this is not me. I can't stay here. If we have children, where the children gonna play? If they had an ample enough, like since they own both of the duplexes, they could take the dividing fence down in the back. Plenty of room for the kids to play." She told him, "I'm going home." He said, "What do you mean home?" "I'm going home to my mama's house, but this ain't nothing here." And he said, "Well, this is
Bye.
just a start." She's like, "I don't start like this." It was nothing wrong. I wish somebody would buy me a house like that.
Bye,
But it
Felicia. Bye.
but it goes back like Leon said though. But they listening to what the Cardi B's and all these women saying
Mm-hmm.
about what they got and what a man should do and all that. I really believe it. It goes back to what Leon
It
said. You
does.
trying to
It
live
does.
something that they ain't even really living. It just sounds good to say in a rap.
Right. Because you
When
look
you,
at go ahead.
as you told that story, that to me, okay, yes, we're gonna move here. We're gonna stay here. We're gonna make a little renovation to it. This is a starter house. This is an investment. This may not be our last house that we purchased. But guess what? You just now invested into what? Rental property. For when you do move out and find a better house. It's bought, it's paid for. People
Yep.
don't, it's young girls don't think like that these
Exactly.
days.
That you got it right. You said it right, Andrea. Because if that was you and me, if that was you and me, Andrea, that would be the
We would be
same thing
living
we would
there.
be thinking. We would be thinking we're gonna rent this other half out. We'll stay in this other half, and when
Exactly.
we find something that we want, we'll rent this side out, and we got two damn rentals right there. We have them paying our fucking rent or
Right.
our
Right.
mortgage at the other house. But see,
Yep.
these young folks don't think like that though. They
They
think
Because
everything's
it's
definitely
just
not
supposed to be
nothing
given
she can
to
brag to her friends and put up
them.
on Instagram, and
mm,
that's not what that is. So that's why she don't want it.
right. They only
Well,
looking
I
at
would tell her to skedaddle.
I bet our friends would take it.
You damn right. One
I
who
I
saw
got
don't
two or
have
another.
to
three
worry
kids
about
and struggling.
I don't have to worry about paying a monthly mortgage, making sure that we have enough money to cover the mortgage. It's paid for. Invest into it.
Also
Mhm.
on social media, I saw where a young man who was surprising his girlfriend with a car. It
A
was a new car
car.
to her,
I
and
saw
Yep.
that one.
I saw that.
it was
And she
a
wasn't happy about it.
BMW,
And it wasn't
and it
new and she
was.
wasn't happy.
She said, "Well, what was wrong with the 2023?" He said, "This is a 2017." She said, "Well, what's wrong with the 2023?" And he said, "I gotta start somewhere." She said, "Well, you can't start with me with this. You need to take that back." I've never seen such ungrateful young women in all my life. That's ungrateful to me.
That's
And
the
and
day
then
and
too,
age we're living in. It's ungratefulness.
right.
and
Yep.
then too, you have to look at, okay, if some people don't have any credit, they put you into a starter program. And in those programs, you don't get 2023, 24s, or whatever. They might give you a 17 or whatever have you, but it normally is a newer model car. The point is, you have to be grateful and thankful for what you can get.
But Andrea, at the same time, do you know what a 17 BMW would cost you?
I
A
know,
17 BMW would damn near cost you what a damn brand new regular car would cost you. Still.
right?
And this heifer would get upset because it's a 17 and not a 23. Bitch, be
Not to
gone, scrap.
mention, not to mention if it needs some maintenance work, them parts gonna be high.
Exactly.
Exactly.
See,
Exactly.
they don't get that. I've had a BMW before. It ain't nothing. It ain't nothing what people think it is. The window
I've
motor
had
went
one
out and
too.
cost me $750 for the window.
And the
Yeah.
The
insurance
motor
ain't
in the
cheap
window.
either.
Oh no.
All right.
Mm-mm.
But the problem I be having with those right there is that once that woman display those type of tendencies to you, why they still be trying to convince them? All you got to do is tell me once you don't want this. You know, I don't understand those guys still be like, baby, what you saying? You know, still trying to convince them. Okay, all right, this is the way you gonna roll. You done told me everything I need to know about you.
Oh, whoop, time to go.
Yep, time to
Go,
go.
go ahead and roll on around in your little pinto.
Mm-hmm. Or
Yeah, I
whatever.
told
Buster
Walk.
Brown, Earth and Jerks.
I mean, it is crazy, man. So Miss Dinette, I heard you. I mean, well, and I hate to rehash some stuff. I know it's a certain particular word that I ain't gonna say you got issue with. You just quick to correct somebody about the word obedient, right?
In the wed, he's talking about in the wedding. Are you talking
In the
about in the
wedding
wedding
vows, is
vows?
that what you mean?
Yes, and I just want to play you
Love and
something that the guy
obey.
said, and I just I want you to tell me if do you agree with what he is saying. Now, this is a pastor, preaching, and I just want you to tell me if you agree. Hold on.
A wise woman will always be an influence to her husband. A foolish one will always annoy the husband, make him mad, make him angry. And when you make him angry, you'll be the victim. Learn to listen to your husband. Learn to listen. Learn it. Practice it. Tell yourself you're going to do it. That is where your beauty is. Once you stop listening, all your beauty evaporates. It's something you probably don't know. Beauty is in obedience. That's where the glory is. Once you are not obedient, once you are harsh, you talk anyhow to your husband, your beauty evaporates. You wonder why you are dressing and he can't see it. He doesn't remember your last hairstyle. He can't see all those things.
Okay. Basically, what he was saying is beauty is in your obedience. Once you're not being obedient and you're not listening to your husband, he don't see you as being beautiful no more. Your beauty evaporates, and he's saying that he bet that some of y'all women didn't know. When y'all stop listening to your husband,
He's a fool. He's a fool.
What makes him
he
a
said
fool?
beauty is in obedience.
Learn
What
to
makes him a
listen.
fool?
Learn to
That's
listen.
not because beauty does obedience and beauty is something totally different.
It
They're not
depends on
synonymous.
the content. It depends on the content and what you look at. Because beauty
Yes,
ain't everything about
And
what you see.
That's
because
true.
he's saying when y'all stop listening to us, that certain things we stop seeing and y'all don't even know it. And he said you should tell yourself as a woman every day that I am going to listen to my husband. You should tell yourself that every day. I just want to know what you think about that, Miss Donna.
I don't agree with that.
That's all you got to say?
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, that's all I got to say because it's not biblical. He said you submit to your husband. Didn't say anything about being obedient. Submission and obedience is something totally different. And that's where we get that mixed up. Being submissive and being obedient is something totally different.
Mitch, any thoughts on that?
You obey your parents. You obey your mother and your father. You be in submission. You submit to your husband. That's not obedience. That's submission.
I don't know. I think it's the same thing.
Okay. And you have a right to think that.
I think it's the same thing because you submit to your parents, their wishes and what they ask you to do. I think it's the same
No.
thing.
You
I think
obey it because you have no choice
you got
if
a
you stand
choice.
in your parents' home.
You got a choice.
Oh,
You
okay.
always got a
Well,
choice. Just like you got a choice with God. That's why we got free will. I think it's the same thing.
Mm.
Okay,
Now,
Marlena,
I'm
your
not saying
thoughts?
I'm right or wrong. I'm just telling you what I feel. I feel like it's the same thing.
Right. And I feel that it's not. So, I mean, we
I,
can agree to
I get
disagree,
it.
and that's
Uh
fine
huh.
with me.
Yeah. But I'm gonna say
Marlena?
this too, Miss Dana.
Okay, go
I
ahead.
feel like that a lot of times that men and women, the arguments and the disagreements that we do have, all of it could be squashed if we just listen to each other instead of one person thinking that
I
he
agree.
knows it all or she knows it all and just agree to disagree, just like we just did.
I told now I will agree with that. I agree with that.
But
Marlena?
everybody want to be right.
Right.
Everybody want to
And
be in charge. That's what
Yep.
part of it is.
But there's only
that's
one person that's in charge. The Bible tells you who's in charge, but nobody wants to go by that. Everybody want to be in charge. Women want to tell the man what he's supposed to do. And it ain't supposed to be like that. The Bible tell you that. But do we go by that? No. Because we go by what we want to go by and we change things to meet us.
And that's why they had the problems that they have.
That's right. Baby, I love you. You just made me feel good. You just agreed with me. I love you. I see that
Sir.
smile. Look at that smile.
Marlena, you any chiming in here?
Um, I don't think submission and obedience is the same thing. However,
I don't.
um, um, and y'all do know that um, God is ahead of man, and man is ahead of his woman and his household. But
Like,
sometimes, I mean, sometimes men make
Horrible decisions. Yes.
decisions that you may not think is best, or he wants to make a decision that you may not think is best. And it is good to listen to what he has to say, but also a good woman will respectfully have her say. And if he makes a wrong decision, um, you don't beat him up about it
Right.
because he's initially trying to be a man and trying to take charge and trying to be in charge of his family and doing the hopefully he's the kind of man that's trying to do the right thing towards his family. So
Oh,
once you let him make his mistake, if he is in agreement with what you have uh, uh, said, you go ahead and let him make his mistakes. Then you go back to him and say, well, see, this did not work out the way that we thought it would, the way that you thought it would. So would you try it this way this time? Or whatever. Just don't beat him up about it and say, you know, I told you you shouldn't have did that and da 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 da. And then God didn't make us fools either, you know. Um, there are men who don't know how to lead, how to lead a family, and they think that being submissive means be obedient. You don't say nothing, you don't do this and you don't do that, and you don't have no say so, no decisions, no nothing, you know. But that's not um, what being ahead of your household means. That's not what being over your your family means.
That's right. That's right,
God
Marlena.
says
That's right.
God says that you have loving dominion over your family. You have loving dominion over your family. You are ahead of your family, but you do it with you love, and you do it with care, and you
Right.
do it with patience, and you do it with joy. Uh, so uh, that's just my take on it. Yes, and women
Mm,
should be respectful of their husband's leadership if they are indeed the type of man that they should be, and they are allowed to make mistakes just as we are.
I'm glad you brought that up, Marlena, because I was just reading something where it
mm-hmm.
says, Ephesians chapter 5, verse 28, in the same way,
Uh-huh.
husbands should love their wives
Like
as
they
they
love the
do their
church.
own bodies. A
Uh-huh.
man who loves his wife loves himself.
Mm-hmm.
Um, he feeds and cherishes that person just as Christ does the congregation. And
Right.
Yeah,
then verse 33 says, each one of you must love his wife as he does himself. On the other hand, the wife should have deep respect for her husband.
exactly.
But we all know that to be all wives don't have respect for their husbands like that. Sometimes I wonder
And
why
that's why they
wives
had
or
it,
people even
and
get
that's why
married.
they have the problems that they have
That's
because they
why they
don't.
yes,
We choose these people to get married to, but don't want to be reverent to them. We want to run them, but we chose to be led by them when we married them. I don't understand that. I guess we want to be led as long as it suits what they want. But as soon as it doesn't suit what they want, that's when they want out.
But a lot of people are not getting married for biblical or
No.
reasons. You know, the people get married for worldly
Right, that's
reasons
true.
these days.
Financial gains.
That's
Financial
true. I
gain.
was going to say that. There are a lot of these young, well, not necessarily young women, but a lot of people who are getting married nowadays is not getting married for being in submission to nobody.
Yeah.
They getting out of it what they want to get out of it.
I mean, it's a
That's right.
modern day business arrangement if you be
That's exactly
honest
what it
with it,
is.
you know, if you think about it. Because a lot of times, and I'm here to attest to this, when you marry people, truth be told, y'all become functional roommates if you let it,
Exactly. That's exactly what it is, Mario.
you know, and that's what it becomes. I mean, to be, if we being perfectly honest, you know,
Exactly
y'all
what
just
it
learn
is.
to kind of respect each other, stay out of each other's way, but yeah, y'all just cohabitants in a dwelling.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a shame. All right, Suge, what's your thoughts on this? Then we'll get Leon to wrap this thing up.
Well, I, I agree with Marlena, but this is just how I feel. Yes, I do believe the man should be the head of the household and all of that. But when it comes to the final say of it, I think that's a decision we that should be something that we should be have agreed upon together. So it won't be so it won't be all of this in the end when what you initiated wanted to do fails. Now somebody has to go back and clean it up. If you come together and make the agreement together on how something should be in the beginning, you shouldn't have no mishap.
but the reality of that is, Andrea, you're never going to agree on everything.
That's why you. That's why in that case, we're gonna have to make some type of compromise.
That's right. One of us are
I
going to.
agree.
One of us is going to have to um um
Because not mean to cut you out, because I'm sorry. I just and this is me. This is just me. I'm just not gonna allow my husband to just go out, and I know that, and especially if I'm something that I already know that's not gonna pan out the way that he plans for it to pan out. I'm just not gonna. I can't see myself allowing him to go out there and bump his head like that. I'm just not built that way. And if I can put something else out there to prevent that, then that's just what I'm gonna do.
I agree.
Okay.
That's
So
All
why
why.
right.
That's why.
why fail from the beginning when we can have a conversation to make sure we get it straight and don't have to go back and redo or repeat something?
That's right, Suge. That's why we're supposed to talk to each other. Because talking, when you have an idea or you think that something that somebody's gonna do is not gonna work out, you should say something. And the man is supposed to be receptive to what you say. But he's supposed to make the final decision, but he still is supposed to be receptive to what you say.
But that does not mean compromise.
Now, that doesn't mean compromise, but he's still supposed to be receptive because
Yeah,
two heads is better than one. And most
right,
guys that are rational, when you say a certain thing to them and it hits them in the head, they get to thinking about what you said.
right.
Because we
Well,
spend a
that's
lot
what
of
I
time,
said. And
right?
that's where I was actually. You know, you have your say. You know, you just don't let him say something if you don't agree with it. You sit
Right.
quietly and say, okay, well, he's the man. Yeah, you
Mhm.
definitely should have a husband who is receptive to your way of thinking or your
I'm
idea
receptive to girlfriends. If a
or your
girlfriend
idea.
tells me something, Marlena, I'm going to listen because she might have already been through something that I'm going through, and she might have already have the insight and tell me something that might spark something in my brain to keep me from doing something stupid.
Right.
Well,
You
Leon,
you
let's
you will accept it. You will accept it from a girlfriend, but you
I'll
can't
accept that
accept it
from my
from your
wife.
wife.
I'm saying in
I'm
general
just
that
asking.
I would go that far. I would accept it from a girlfriend. I would accept it from a wife. Anytime my wife would say anything to me, I would listen to her. Now, I didn't always agree with everything that she said because if I felt like it wasn't going to work that way, and 9 times out of 10, it didn't. I even tried to do stuff her way just to show her. And I
nah, I
tried
can't do
hard to
that.
make that. I've done
I
it.
can't do that. I can't do
I've done
that. If I know that shit ain't gonna turn out right, I can't be in a car
it.
crash just to prove somebody wrong.
I ain't gonna be in no car crash now. I know what you're saying though, Mario.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just saying,
Same
I
difference.
feel you.
Same
yeah, you know what
difference.
I'm
I
saying. I,
feel you
I
though.
can't
I
do
feel
that.
exactly what you're saying.
No, you
But
don't let them. Well, I mean, you don't let them. Women should be smart enough not to let men. You don't let them lead you to danger or injury. That's for
right,
sure.
right.
You know,
That is
you,
correct.
you, you know, you don't be that dumb.
No,
You
but I
That
know,
was
is
speaking in a
correct.
hypothetical sense, in a
yeah,
not a real car crash. I'm just saying to a bad decision that might lead to a bad outcome. Now, we'll
Right.
do that to kids. We'll say, okay, I told you not to do it, but go ahead and try your way. But why we won't do it with our spouses? We'll let kids go fuck up.
Yeah. Because I've
Because
let
they
my
got to
son touch the
learn.
stove before. Kept telling his ass not to touch that stove. Kept on getting around it. So I just left his ass alone. And when he touched that stove that damn one time, pain teaches his ass what not to do.
thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So does experience.
That's right.
Yep. Yep. But at the same time though, if you in a well, actually before I say that, Leon, go ahead and give us your thoughts on submission and obedience and everything we've been talking about.
Wow, so much that we talked about.
Yes,
Um,
it has. I was trying to get you in, but go
oh,
ahead.
it's okay, but submission, obedience, they're similar but not the same. Submission is allowing someone to be willing to accept a leader in a situation, regardless of what that situation is. And in order to be a leader, a lot of people fail to realize that all great leaders was at one time a great follower.
Right.
They had to learn how to lead. They had to learn how
Right.
to be in a position of authority. They had to go through some things underneath them and had they back up against the wall in order to build that person up to be a strong individual, to be able to stand when things were at a point where I don't know if I'm gonna make it to the next moment, or if the fire is burning deep, am I gonna be strong enough to stand up and say, "Hey, we need to go this way so we don't burn up in this fire," or put this fire out here before everything gets started. It's a lot of people whose leadership skills, well, whose following skills ain't up to par. And you can't be obedient or you can't be submissive, because if you obedient or submissive to that, they gonna lead you down a dark alley and they can't fight. Or as being obedient and submissive, you got to be able to trust a person who done built up them skills. And most time women they're a good perceptive being to where they can spot a lot of men who have, well, they tend to spot men who have been put through the fire, put through the ringer, and have come out on the other side a stronger person and is able to be a leader, to be somebody that they can be submissive to or be obedient to. But at the same time, they have also been put through the fire and the ringer with other men, with things in their life, because they had to deal with way more stuff than men ever had to deal with, for as uh, men on their job, men in their life, men who trying to get something from them, and we say get something from them, trying to get their pussy, and they had to put up with a whole bunch of bullshit from other men, you know, as opposed to what men have to put up with. We got to put up with being, just, I guess, going from a boy to a man. We have to deal with it like that. So, we tend to overlook the fact that, women have a lot of leadership qualities and a lot of input on a lot of things. But, when we not developed as that boy to man, to the man who's being a leader instead of still being a follower, we tend to think that, that woman is opinionated, she too headstrong or whatnot. But like I say, you ain't made it to where you need to be yet. So you can't expect a woman to be obedient. You can't expect her to follow you. You can't expect her to be submissive to you until you've grown as a man.
Mhm.
Okay. So in those particular situations, do you think, and I'm just saying, for lack of a better term, do you think the boss bitch and the alpha male could have a relationship where they coexist, fluently, coherently?
No, because they're gonna be bumping heads. The alpha male thinks that he knows everything there is to know about everything under God's heavens and earth and underneath the dirt and to hell and all the way back. The boss bitch thinks she know the exact same thing. If you both of y'all think that y'all know the same thing and both of y'all trying to be the leader of the band or of the group, somebody ain't gonna make it. If one is leading, if both of them is trying to lead, there ain't nobody following, there ain't nobody, catching the groove, catching the percussion to the beat, then you just making a lot of noise and ain't making no music together.
Okay, that's true. Let me ask you this, Suge. Let's say you did try to become submissive or obedient, whichever term you choose, you know, how many, and you say, okay, I'm letting my husband do this thing. How many fuck ups do he get before you say, either we going back the way we were or I'm taking this over? How many chances do you get if you decided you were going to go down that road?
Y'all tell the truth, one.
We don't say uh
I have for
submissive
one.
because you know that obedience that's out the window.
A tenth of one.
I'll say it like this:
3% of
you
one.
only get one.
But don't that
You
go
only get
against
one.
what? But don't
You
that go
only get
against?
one time. You only get one time to fuck some up.
No, she's now. You said,
One
wait a
time.
minute now. Let's bag up a tick here
Yes.
with you now.
I already know where you finna go with that.
What?
Yes. If you just that headstrong and want to do the shit you that way, your way, and not want to accept my input on this, I'm gonna give you your one time.
But you just said you wouldn't give me one. Make up your mind. You confusing.
I'm not confused. You just not listening. You only listening to what the
Sure,
hell you want to hear.
sure. Did you
But
just
anyway,
say less than 2 minutes ago, if you ain't doing it the way I think it should be done, I ain't giving you that one. Now you
I
saying you
didn't
go
say
get
that.
one.
I didn't say that. That is not what I said. That is
Sure,
not what I said.
sure. You did.
What I
Is she
said
not Miss Dynamic?
was, oh my
I ain't in that.
God. Oh my God. This is why I don't deal with these people. Y'all.
You got to give him at least one now. Come on now. You said a minute ago you said
What?
you give him the one. Now you saying you give him.
Mario, you always starting something.
No,
He like that.
I just want to know, because she said I ain't gonna repeat what Leon said. I'm just gonna say Leon got some basis to what he's saying, but we're gonna move on from that. But sure. So if he get that, it don't matter what the decision is. If it's some major, minor, he only get one fuck up. And Leon just told you that he got to learn to be a great leader. Where he gonna get that experience at if you ain't letting him learn?
Look, sweetie. Let me explain. Okay. Dealing with the way that we are now in the world and how we live, we can't truly afford no fuck ups at this age and at this stage in our lives, especially when we're trying to go somewhere together.
So are you saying
So
that
when I say,
if you was in charge, you would be without fuck ups? That's what you saying?
I know that's not what I'm saying. That is not what I'm saying at all. If I fuck up something, okay, yes, I fucked it up. Okay, here you go. You can have it back.
Oh, so
But if
y'all
you
gonna take
fuck up,
turns?
no, I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it like that. It's coming out like that, but not meaning it like that. We we have to be able to work together through all our fuck ups, regardless of how many it is. But I just can't continue to allow a person to continue to fuck up, fuck up, fuck up. No, I'm sorry, I can't do that.
Okay, I agree with that.
So
I agree. I just wanted to see how many times it was, but I agree. Can't keep allowing it. Miss Dotnet, what would be your fuck up limit? Or you just saying my husband he got it no matter how many times he fuck up, it's just all right with me.
mm-mm.
Oh no. I'd have to give him a chance.
Mm-hmm.
That's not sufficient. is not real, because some people's wheelhouses are different. Their expertise is in something different. Because I gave my husband a chance with the finances, and he messed up twice. I gave him 2 times, and then I had to snatch it. But we made a compromise. He would go and do the groceries, and I did the finances. That worked out well. If it's not something to the point where you get totally put out, or you become destitute or something, I would give him another chance. But if it's something major, you get one chance. Yes, I mean, you have to give them a chance because you don't really know what their wheelhouse is, what their expertise is. Some people that you don't really think is good with finances is a whiz with making a dollar holler. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Holla dollar.
All right, Marlena,
Leon.
what you got? What you got, Marlena?
Like, I mean, how how long you gonna be with this person? you know, you, you know,
Marlena, after the first fuck up, Marlena is ready to throw the towel in, sound like. But go ahead.
no, no,
Marlena,
I
we
wouldn't.
seen
I,
y'all
I
together. Y'all been
and I
starting to
mean, and it would depend on what it is. I mean, like it was a major fuck up, we had these conversations or whatnot, and it didn't go the way that he thought it was gonna go. Instead of, like I said, instead of saying, "I told you so," now let's try it this way,
Mm.
And then if and like Diana said, certain things, certain situations. I mean, there are conversations that can be had where you can make compromises, like Diana said, to avoid fuck up. If you know you're not good with finances, let somebody else handle it. If you know you ain't good with paying the bills on time, let somebody else handle it.
And I agree with that. That's what I think more so than anything. Y'all got to look at how y'all really and truly are. But unfortunately, a lot of times you don't know that when you first get with people. You know what I'm saying? You don't really know that, oh, Lord, this motherfucker here can't handle the money. This person can't do this. So the fuck up is on the horizon when you don't know that that's their weak wheelhouse. You know what I mean? So it's going to happen until you go, oh, okay, all right, this, whoo, okay, I need to take this from that person. But all the time when even if it is that person weak wheelhouse, they're going to be swearing to you that was just a one-time thing. I just fucked up that time. I just forgot that time. And then that's why I asked, how many times y'all gonna keep letting them do it before you realize, okay, you ain't worth a damn with money. I need to take this over.
Right.
So, I mean, cause it's been plenty of time men used to come home and hand the check over to the wife, cause we just assume all women were good with money, which we know that ain't goddamn true.
It's not.
Used to be a time, here you check, give me what I need. You take care of the bills and you go do all that. And now the idea of giving a woman your check is unconscionable.
Well, not really, Mario.
You would do that, Mitch?
Let me explain it to you, man. Believe it or not, I did that. I did that when my first wife, dude. I didn't even know how much money I had, dude. With my second wife, I didn't either because what I was doing, I would let her pay all the bills, and I took something, out for myself. But after I paid the bills, after I gave her the money for the bills, I never knew what I had because to me that's how I was brought up. That when my mom and dad was together, my mom paid everything. My dad just brought in the money. You get what I'm saying?
I feel you. Leon, you ever
Now,
did that?
Yeah, I kind of did it with my second wife for a little while, and then after some bullshit, and I was like, "Nah, get it back." What I'm gonna give you X amount, and then you figure it out from there. And if you can't figure it out from there, or if some don't get paid by, then you gonna fix it because I'm not doing it no more.
But that's just crazy because, you know, if my husband is handing over his check to me to do, to do certain things, then I'm going to give him a report. Baby, I paid this. Baby, I did this. I went over here. I got groceries. I bought a pair of shoes. I need this. Whatever. I'm going to give him a report of where his money went. I got
And that's what you
clothes
should
for
do,
the kids.
Marlena. That's exactly what you should do.
I got
Because
clothes for the kids.
yeah,
This is how much I spent. Here's receipts. Because I want my husband to be able to trust me. I don't want
because
him to.
that's reassurance. That's reassurance,
I
Marlena.
don't want him to have to wonder or think, you know, uh, am I doing the right or proper thing with his money? I want him to know that I'm doing the right and proper things with the money that he gives me. So I'm going to give him, like you said, Mitch, assurance
That's
that
right.
everything is going well.
A
I don't
man
want him
needs
to have to
reassurance.
wonder because a lot of men will
We
give these
need
women
that.
their money,
Hmm.
give them their check, and they never hear a word.
Hmm.
But to keep peace, they keep their mouth closed instead of saying, you know,
What you do with this?
what you do with
Did
the
you pay
money. Then
this?
they
Yeah.
then the woman gets an attitude.
Cut the light out, baby.
What you don't trust me? You don't trust me? You don't trust me? See, I ain't going through all of that. I ain't going through all that. If he gives me his money, then I'm going to give him account of where it went.
When a man gives a woman his money, that shows the woman that that man has trust in you.
But and so you should return.
That's
Okay,
right.
which brings me back to that point what you just said, Mitch, about the man and having to trust. Now, if that same woman go out and cheat and I ain't doing nothing for you, you can live with that. But when you go out and cheat and I'm giving you my check too, that's how bullshit. I mean, that's how people end up in prison for the rest of their life. Cause I
That's
done
how you
gave you
get found under the
everything.
porch
Yes,
with
I was
about
saying I done gave you
six inches
everything.
of
If I'm
concrete on
delivering
top
my
of your
check to
head.
you and you cheat,
Mm-hmm.
you just
You
gonna
got
hear that man go run. Cause
That's right.
Cause that's too much right now. And I
That's
know
right.
she'll fit to
You're
say,
right.
well, why y'all always want to kill us? We
No,
don't want
I wasn't
you
even
should.
going to say that. I mean, I agree with that. Shit, you already know how I feel about the cheap thing. So
Yeah, I mean, but um I I I give you immense credit. I've never done that. I just felt like I don't know.
We grew up
I'll
in a
give you
different time,
something.
Mario. I
Yeah, I
grew up
know.
with
That
my
was I will
grandparents.
give you if you tell me, hey, the light bill need paying, whatever. Okay, show me the bill, whatever. Here's the money to
You ain't
pay
got
it.
to show
But
me
I
the
just
bill.
can't. Yeah, show me the
You
bill.
got
You
a
know what I'm
card.
saying?
My woman has a card to my account to pay the bills. I got a bill sheet on the wall. She puts on the damn wall what needs to be paid, when it was paid, how much she paid, and what date she paid it. Okay?
Okay,
There's
now
nothing to
that I
talk
can
about.
respect. I can respect that. That's an accountability. You can see right in front of your face what's what.
See, I work all the time, Mario. I work twice as much as she worked. So because of that, why in the hell am I gonna stress myself out over when this bill is due when I'm always at work?
Okay.
Any woman that's got some damn sense and knows her husband's work is not gonna make him stress over no damn bills.
Yeah.
You said a very key part to that. What's the first thing? What's the first thing you started that off with?
Know your worth.
Know
Knows her
your work. That's
husband's
what I
work.
said. That's a very important part of that. Cause like you said, for women from their generation, yes, you could count on. But I just couldn't see me doing that for nobody who talking like that girl talking. You'll come home,
Nah,
your bank
ain't
account
no
be
way.
wiped
Ain't
clean.
no way. That's why I
Ain't no
say all
way.
the time, a woman who gets a good man and knows she got a good man and she fucks that up, she don't want shit. She mad at her money.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is. She mad at her damn money. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, any woman that gets me, they got something. Because I try to do everything I can to make my household work. But once you wrong me, it's over. I ain't finna fuck with that shit. I ain't finna to. And right now, it's gonna take too much to be with me right now. It's gonna take way too damn much because there's so many damn things that I'm just not having. Shit, I'd rather beat off every
Is
day to
that the
be with
way
some
you
damn
feel
woman.
too, Suge? Is you at a point in your life where you know what you want? It's gonna take a lot to be with you because you just know for sure what you're looking for.
Yeah, pretty much. And it's just based off of my experiences in life.
Yeah, you damn near got to shit a gold brick to be with me now.
Every
I
every
said it. I meant it. I said it and I meant it.
Well, can it be silver? Can it be silver?
You
No,
gotta
it
oh,
can't
go
even.
on
It
flat.
can't be silver. It can't be silver. It's got to be a gold brick,
oh
and
my
it's got to
God.
be in. It's got to be in brick form. It can't be no hard ass shit ball. It's got to be in brick form.
Lord have mercy.
Man, she shit out a brick. Her asshole gonna be messed up, bitch.
Ooh,
Hey, hey,
Jesus
I can't help you.
Christ.
I can't help you. If
What
she
what
do
you
it one time, she be all right. Cause it'll heal up. It'll be all right.
Oh Lord have mercy.
You go back and play something.
See, you know it. Just like when they had them babies and that asshole swell up.
Oh, stupid.
oh.
Hey,
Miss
ladies,
This
Donetta,
y'all know I love y'all.
Miss
I'm just talking
Miss
shit, but
Donetta,
y'all know I love y'all because I have the utmost respect for a woman, especially when she have a baby. Because I didn't see too many of them born, and I didn't see what y'all go through. I have the utmost respect for y'all. Because if men had to have them, they wouldn't be with three people on this earth.
Lord have mercy.
If there's
just
three,
three, just
boy,
three.
if there's three, because it'll be some fagly only motherfucker who wanna. Oh, I just gotta have this baby. Come on now, you know what I mean.
I ain't had
It
the
be
balls to say what Mitch just said, but I was gonna just say I doubt it. It'll be more than three, bitch. I promise you, some dudes out there.
Right.
There's some dudes out there that want to give birth. I promise you that.
shit. I don't know, man. I mean, that's just how I look at it.
No, I
I could
get
be
what you
wrong.
said. I
Right.
get what you said, but
I could be wrong, but I don't
man,
think I am. If I
Yeah,
had to have one, it wouldn't be nobody on this earth.
yeah,
'Cause
like
my little booty can't handle
that want to be of the opposite sex
it.
have a baby.
wait,
Shit.
what'd you say, Leon?
I say there's a bunch of them out there that want to be of the opposite sex and have a baby.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
Just to say they did it.
Fuck that. Like that little boy say, I bullshit. I bullshit.
I'm just done.
All right, well, we gonna wrap it up on this. Wrap it up on this one
Just
right
done.
here. Miss Donetta, do you feel like that you at the point you know what you want? I mean, you at the point where you won't take no shorts. You just with precise, you know
Mitch,
exactly what you want.
I can't hear you.
Yeah. At this point of your life, are you at the point where you know exactly what you want and you ain't taking no shortcuts?
Yes.
There's no out of 10 things on your list, they got to have all 10. There's no
I don't
5
have
out of
10
10.
things on my list. There are just certain things that I expect, and there are certain things that I'm not going to accept.
Okay. Okay, I got you. What about you, bro? I mean, it all got to line up, or it just the deal breakers that you got to have.
No, it's a certain number. It's a number that you have to reach, and everything else we can work on the rest. Because
Okay.
if we gonna be together, then hell, we gonna be together. And together means working some shit out. That means coming to, like Miss Marlena said and Madeline said, hey, we gotta talk through some shit and get an understanding on some shit. We gonna get some established stuff, and then we got to work on some more shit. But that's gonna be for life.
Nah, I agree. I agree. What about you, Ms. Marlena / Madeline?
Leon just told you.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that is then. When it comes to stuff like
Big
that,
Daddy has spoken.
yeah, he is spoken. When it comes to stuff like that, I learned a long time ago when it comes to the list and stuff. If you be married to that list, you're gonna miss out on a lot of decent people if you married to your list. You know what I mean? You just gotta pick that 3 or 4 deal breaker type thing that you said that now. I don't care what happened. If this is on the table, I ain't fucking with them. You know what I mean? But some people list is so long that nobody could ever measure up to that shit. You know what I mean? Now I ain't saying take shortcuts or take less or lower your bar, but it's got to be a point that you just say, okay, I could deal with this and everything else. Like Leon said, we can get some understanding. We can work on some shit because not everybody gonna be perfect. And we keep waiting for perfect. That's how you fuck around and end up being alone. Keep waiting on perfect.
Well, that's how come you got to cut that lease down so we can have sex.
Yeah.
But you got too much stuff on your list.
I'll text you that one particular thing that I just got to have. We'll see if you into that.
Sure.
You better cut that off the list.
that that one particular thing. I got to cut it off the list. Why you can't add it to the list?
Because you just said I ain't into that.
You don't never know what you into until somebody introduce you to your world sometime.
Well, that's why I tried to tell you about the thing that I like.
That is true. Oh. I can say that is true.
So true.
Y'all want to share them so true moments y'all talking about? Cause y'all said that shit like y'all can see the little bubble popped over y'all head. That is so true.
That's so true.
I'm not gonna even get into mine.
Mario, so true. It's falling down from the ceiling, but
I mean, they said that shit like, woo, you just don't know.
I remember this one time back in woo.
Oh my goodness.
Lord. This is how it goes, y'all, when we're not on the doing a podcast, basically. This is how it goes.
Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty much how I go with a few more expletives, but yeah, this pretty much is how I go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right, we're going to close it out. Mitch, we're going to give you the honors to start this thing off tonight, Big Mitch. Talk to him.
You're on mute, Mitch.
I just want y'all to understand, that everything I say, I'm not really serious about. But when I'm serious, I'm letting you know I'm serious, I just want the older men to understand, I meant what I said, about us paying attention and getting ourselves together and stop letting people get us to the point where we're doing stupid stuff. The older we get, the more we feel like we need something. And we got to understand it's just a want. It's not really a need. So I just need us as men to get ourselves together and think about what we're doing before we're doing it, And I'm still the resident big man because I melt in your mouth and not in your hand.
All right, that's the resident.
It was doing good until he added the bullshit.
Hey man, hey, that's the way he feel. That's the way he feel.
All right then.
But I love you, baby. I love you.
All right, talk to him, Mr. On One.
Hey, it's been a great day, great show. Had some ups and downs and got some falls in there, but hey, it's still all good. Fellas, learn to be followers so that you can be a great leader. Following is not a bad thing. It never has, never will be. Because with following, you learn things, you experience things, you get to see things from a different perspective. So that way, when you become a leader, you know how to handle things, you know how to maneuver things, you know how to say things, you know how to interact with people, and y'all can be on the same level on a lot of different topics. And speaking of levels on topics, try some of these things that they say that they like, and you know you can find out what you like, and you know you might be able to get some of these moments that they said show right. You know, hey, you might learn something about yourself.
Boy, look at here.
Might
Boy, look
learn
at
something
here.
about yourself. All right, I
You
feel you
know,
on that one.
Mercy.
put
Oh
your
my
people in
goodness.
your ear and have
I
some
like
fun.
that. I like that, Leon. I like that. Boy, look at here. You sure right.
Yes, sir.
Oh, snuck that one in.
Oh, cat lady, talk to him, you and your folks.
Well, I hope y'all enjoyed the show this evening. You know, it was good to be here. It was good to hang out with the total crew and you out there in social media world. I hope that Marlene keeps her draws up next week and, you know, but have something funny to tell us, but I hope she keep her draws up.
Look at bitch.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, you missed that, Mitch. You missed
Yeah, you missed that story.
it. Oh man, that be
Meow.
yeah.
We need to go backwards. I gotta hear that one.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, she'll tell it to you. Producer.
Thank you, viewers, for coming out to hang out with us this evening. We surely enjoyed you. We hope that you come back and join us next week. And please bring a friend. Don't forget to hit us up on our social media avenues. And we love you. Peace. Meow.
Yes, in the total shop, we're gonna be selling black cat woman panties on sale in honor of Marlena in the total shop. Just log on to the website and you'll see black cat
Coming
panties.
soon. Coming soon.
I want a pair.
I think I got black cat and some earrings and the black cup that you
I
all
want a
gave me.
pair. Marlena, I need the website because I want a pair.
I don't have no black cat panties.
You by the time
They're
that
coming
the
soon.
website go out, you'll have some.
You better go get some. You better go get some. You already got a
Lord
buyer
have
right here.
mercy.
We selling just the regular cat woman panties for $39.95, and if you want them autographed, they're gonna be $59.95.
I don't want them
There
autographed. I
you
want them
go.
pre-worn. I want them pre-worn, Leon.
Who's gonna be in them to take a photograph? You wearing
Leon,
them? You wearing them, Leon?
I want them pre-worn, Leon. She
You
got
want
them
them
That's what I
pre-worn.
was going to say. Mitch, if Mitch want them pre-warned, that means other people gonna want them pre-warned. You got some work to do.
And we might come up with some more.
And you can also do that in 4 easy payments. 4
Oh,
easy
wow.
payments.
Yeah.
See, we networking now. We networking.
We are definitely
He's trying
networking.
to get this.
Run, nigga, run, nigga, run, nigga.
Talk to
Oh
him,
my
producer.
God.
Talk to him so we can get up out of here.
Y'all wrong. Y'all all
Oh,
wrong.
Lord Jesus. Well, I most definitely hope that everyone that's listening enjoyed the show tonight. Uh, come on over to the group. Check us out there. We need your feedback. We need your feedback. Let us know what you think about the show. Send us your questions. That's to totalview22@gmail.com. And also, don't forget to check out our website. It's currently down right now because I'm rearranging some things on there. But go and check out the website, and that's at totalview22.com.
All right,
And
all
that
right.
shop is coming. That shop is coming soon, and that first featured item will be Cat Lady's Black Panties.
There we go.
I swear.
Boy, that's
Remember,
sack.
4
Boy, the number
easy
12 is
payments.
rolling. That number 12
How
is
much,
rolling. That number 12 is
how much,
rolling.
Leah, how much were they again? Tell them the price again.
$39.95.
$89.95 just for the Catwoman panties, $59.95 for an autograph, and we thinking about $89.95 for the pre-worn.
Pre-worn. There you
And you
go.
can
Hot
take care of
damn.
that
Whoa.
once
But
again.
But they gotta have a little stank to them now. They gotta have a little stank to them.
And once again, you can take care of that all in 4 easy installment payments if you need to. Okay.
And just to let you know, we ain't above taking cash out. Just letting you know that.
Joe ain't. But you gotta.
Well,
But it's gonna be a $10 surcharge on your cash app because they take a little money out of it every time you get cash app. So
Yep,
just
yep.
keep that in mind.
Cash App, Zelle, we got it all.
Yep, there will be no excuse for you not being able to make them damn payments.
Joe won't be.
All right, Mama D, these kids have been talk to them.
These kids, like you ain't had nothing to do with it. These kids.
I don't have anything to say except for thank you for coming. It has been very interesting tonight, and come back next week.
There you go.
Yeah, because all these kids being bad.
Mama, I forgot to tell you today, Mama. I love you, Mama. You agree with me today. I love you. Thank you.
Stupid.
I need that.
I love you too, Mitch.
Thank you, baby. I needed that.
All right. Well, with all that being said, we just want to say,
What's my car in the garage? It's Helen.
Mama D, we're glad that you was able to get a chance to hang out with some of your peeps this weekend. Pretty sure you ain't saw some of them people in a long time, and it's feel good to know that to see a lot of people still around to bring you back memories of your childhood, probably of your mama, then where you grew up at, just probably a lot of memories just probably came flooding back, probably things you forgot. So I'm glad to see you enjoyed yourself. We were happy that you were happy. So with that being said, we're going to get up out of here. Everybody said what they had to say. We want to thank y'all. Don't forget to come through, join the group. We still been growing really, really good. We just need to get the participation. The people joining. Now we just got to get the people who joining to participate.
To participate. That's right.
That's what I'm saying, boy. So we're getting people coming out the woodworks all over the place, and which we love. We're not knocking that, but let's become active members of the group, So with that being said, we is out. Thank y'all. Good night.
I didn't lose my drawers. I lost my skirt.
I didn't want to touch that. I didn't want to touch it. I was gonna say, wait a minute, which is it now?
Now the truth.
Now how you lose your skirt?
It's the white lady ain't saying nothing yet.
It fell off.
Okay. Well, yeah, the white lady. Here she go. Cue the white lady.
I got a total blue.